Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. So today I am going to explain to you about your second assignment, which is a web critic assignment. Okay, first thing first, this assignment is 20%. It's a pair work, so you are given about 3 weeks for you to complete this assignment. Now, let us look at the what you need to do for this assignment, yeah? Number one, you need to look for a current working website. Okay, so the website has to be number one current and it is still working, and preferably a website that is known to most of us, because you'll be doing this assignment for 3 weeks. So there is also a chance that if let's say you choose a website that is or that has been passive for quite some times, by the time you submit your assignment, perhaps the website may no longer exist or cease to exist. Then next is for you to evaluate the website based on the designing website or theories or models or even frameworks and principles that you have learned before. This is basically the topics for week 3. Well, all of you have presented your first presentation where you actually presented on the models or the theories in web designing. So once the videos are available online on YouTube, you can view your friend's presentation in order for you to understand better about the models or the theories or even the frameworks. Alternatively, you can just search um, on Google or any website or online websites available that discuss on the theories, on the models, frameworks, and the principles. Now, the proposed website must be approved by your class lecturer, and that is me. Number one, I must make sure that your website is fully functioning. Number two, I do not want to have two pairs to be working on the same website. So again, this is first come, first serve basis. Once I have created the list for you to write down your name and your partner's name together with the website that you have chosen or agreed upon for this assignment. So once you have decided on that, if let's say there's another person to choose on the same website, that person has to find another alternative or another website. But you can have few websites on the same category. Now let us look at the categories available here. Learning Management System LMS website like iLearn for full-time students or iClass for EPGG or part-time students, personal website or e-commerce websites like banks, like Maybank, CIMB, news website, Berita Harian, The Star, corporate website, community website. Now, if let's say there's one pair chooses CIMB, for example, that falls under e-commerce website. Another pair would like to choose Maybank. Although they are of the same category, but both are of different companies. Therefore, they have different websites with different backgrounds. Okay, so yes, this is permissible. Another case where you have a website that actually talks about the bank itself and another website that actually talks about the online banking. For example, we have uh, just mebank.com and we have maybank2u.com.my. So maybe maybank.com talks about the bank in general, maybank2u.com.my talks about the online banking. So one pair would like to do on Maybank to you, the other pair would like to do just on the website of the bank in general. Now, this is not permissible because both websites are owned by the same company. So once you are given the green light, the next step is for you to write your web critique. So in your write-up, you should include the link of the website, and also the length of your write-up should be between 5 to 8 pages. Now, you must have a proper assignment requirement, like a cover page, a page for the content, a page for references, and pages for appendixes. Now, 5 to 8 pages long does not include your cover page, your content page, your reference page, as well as your appendix page. So 5 to 8 pages are merely meant for your write-up or your web critique. The format of your write-up should follow the sequence, yeah? You need to have an introduction, one section on discussion and critique, one section on recommendations, and one section on conclusion. And since this is a write-up, it has to be in continuous writing, together with paragraphs, justified, and indented. Now, what needs to be included in your introduction? Number one, the definition of the web design theories, models, frameworks, principles, the ones that you have chosen to be the basis of your discussion. Number two, an introduction of the website that you have chosen. Give a bit of background info about the company and even the website. The next part is, or the next section is where you discuss or you give your constructive criticism about the website. So you need to evaluate based on the principles used on usability, practicality, navigation, design, content, interactivity. And you may want to include some screenshots whenever you give your constructive criticism so that it will be much easier for me to read and understand the whole discussion. But you must bear in mind that your screenshots cannot make up the most of your write-up. In a way of saying this, if we have 8 pages long, if 6 pages are merely on the screenshots, whereas 2 pages are just on the write-up, it defeats the whole purpose of this assignment. So those screenshots are just to assist me as the one to evaluate your assignment to understand better on your discussion, but it should not be the center of your discussion. Also, there should be another section where you must include recommendations. A constructive criticism is where you criticize the flaws and you include suggestions. But I do understand when you want to include suggestions, some of you may want to be very visual, in which you may want to show some images that can best replace the existing images or graphics or designs. You may include those images, graphic designs in your appendixes. In your recommendations section, you just need to refer to the appendix. And of course, you end your discussion with a conclusion. Now, the core part of this assignment is on the discussion and recommendations. So please refrain yourself from writing a very long introduction and conclusion. The submission of your website critique is in week 8, 14th of May 2020 via Google Drive. So I've given you the link. Please submit via that link. So I wish you all the best and good luck. If you have further question, you can always ask in the WhatsApp group.